So yesterday I got to catch up on some Trews, Russell Brand's The Trews, and it's been about a month away from it, and I really enjoyed it. I love Russell Brand. I really love the message and how he's trying to empower people. And I'm really aware of, talking more about love and compassion and how we actually go about harnessing these qualities within us. I think at first acknowledging that love and compassion is actually more true to our essential nature. Quantum physics, science is now proving and showing us that we are all connected. We are all one. We're one energy. A lot of the new techniques on mindfulness and this stuff isn't necessarily new, and if you think about time and as far as like dimension and all that kind of stuff, there is no time. We're just continuously expanding and growing and evolving, right? So don't worry about really the words we use as far as like new age or this or that. Bottom line, it really comes down to our happiness and a choice that we all have to make. Do you want to be happy? If you want to be happy, commit to that happiness from within yourself. And what will happen is that the universe will very elegantly and miraculously show you areas that you're hiding from yourself, or areas that you're not loving yourself enough to enable you to harness and enjoy your own truth and your own happiness. I think it's really important, as much as Russell Brand is exposing some of the illusory lies in place, which ultimately continue to oppress people and continue to imprison people, that we're now moving beyond that. And something that I'm really focused on, and as much as I love everything that he is standing for and how he's enlightening people, is to really make sure that if we want to create a new world, we have to start doing this. So finding and changing the way that we think about the world, and instead of thinking that the world is some big awful place, actually start to say to yourself, the world is a beautiful and safe place. That corporations and people in those corporations aren't evil, they're just misled, they're just they've misunderstood their own self. And the more that we can love ourselves, the more that we can actually send love to all of the people in the world, and to really not label some people good as some people bad, but to say we're all one, and that if we continue to project that sense of evil and greed onto other people, again, it's probably area within ourselves that we're still holding back in love. Tell me what you think about that. And also, if you're in your own community and you're setting up talks, or you're working on a new paradigm, and maybe you're going through a shift, or maybe you're transitioning, or maybe your perspective is starting to change, please feel free to get in touch. What I can offer is just loads of resources, stuff that I come upon that I think is really useful in explaining vibrationally this shift, and also the fact that it's big time, man. Like, we're gonna be heading into a completely different way of being, and having undergone a lot of that shift, there are things, there's little trigger points along the way that it might be useful to talk to somebody about stuff that we're going through, and how weird it can feel, and how alienated we can begin to feel by potentially our community, or indeed the world around us. And that it's all okay. We're all unique. We all have our true purpose. But if you're being called, if something in you is thinking, there's more, I have more, I can do more, I can be more, go for it. This is the time. This is time for humanity, for the masses, for the people of the world to really step into their power and let go of that old power structure, which essentially just imprisons people, because we don't need that anymore. That was part of our growth at one point in human history. It's part of something that we're moving through, and indeed We really need to start letting go of that old stuff, and it will happen naturally, it'll happen spontaneously. So the biggest thing I know for myself that I'm practicing is to let myself be happy, or to choose to be happy every day. It's part of my function. To choose to forgive myself and those I love all the time, to practice non-judgment, and to be really aware of moment to moment, thought by thought, where am I holding back love from myself? Or where am I holding back a sense of self-worth and power? In a way that I know this power comes from true love and compassion and a deep burning desire to expand the world that we're living in and to live in harmony and joy and sacred celebration for this amazing life that we're living. Comment, let me know what's going on in you. I love getting comments from people either on Facebook or on my YouTube channel about how they're feeling this change within them, how they're feeling empowered, and how listening to one another then encourages that conviction within us to keep going and to continue to believe in our own happiness and how our body is feeling. So I permission you. I permission you to be happy. I encourage you to choose happiness as a way of life, and I promise you that when you make those choices, as long as you really, really commit to it, you're going to start to see miraculous changes in your life. And before you know it, you're going to be like a different person, or you're going to be like the kid you once remembered, that little kid who was just innocent and playful and totally enchanted by the natural world around them. Let's try to remember that innocence and that integral joy that is so a part of us. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll speak to you soon. Peace out, y'all. Lots of love.